we OG, oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Rooms is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yeah, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it start? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What's up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We're live from the Ordinal Hour, and this one is going to be, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, guys, because Bitcoin is kind of on a downward spiral here, sitting at about 94,000. We were about 99,000 on Christmas, which was 2 days ago. So it kind of does hurt being down a little bit, but, you know, you got to zoom out. We got some amazing charts to show you guys today that are really bullish for January, and I think that's what really matters, right? The next couple of days, kind of like this, let's get this over with, and then January is where, you know, 2025, guys, year after the halving year, it's always the best year in crypto. Every 4 years has been absolutely amazing, and there's going to be no difference for next year. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We got a lot of stuff to go over today. We're going to get into some lucky coin. Some whale woke up from 11 years ago and dumped that. We'll get into that later. And obviously today's Friday, so it's Fluid Friday. We're going to be staking a pass, showing you guys what's going on with that and why we're bullish on Fluid. But without further ado, let's get the show started. Bring my partner here, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
How you feeling on this very option expiry red day?
Exactly like that. How you explained it, I feel very red from the options that are expiring today. A lot of Bitcoin options and ETH options actually, and relatively higher on the call side than the put side. So as you can see from price action, Deribit probably wants to get the price down, is what I imagine.
Yeah, let's kind of get into that. So today, over $18 billion in crypto options are expiring today, and most of that is coming from Deribit, which is an option trading platform, probably not in the US, but I mean, now you can do options on, on the stock market and stuff like that with crypto and Bitcoin and Ethereum mainly. But you could always do options on Deribit, and the options expiry day. I mean, today's the last Friday of the year, last Friday of the month. And it's usually, like either a really good day or a bad day, depending on where the price of Bitcoin was. A lot of people were shooting for 110 in December. I think me and you were even saying higher than that. So we didn't hit those options, and this is kind of what we're paying for now, sitting at 94. But this is kind of something that needs to kind of come through and settle. And then once it does settle, we can kind of get back to the next month, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just ready to get to 2025, right? I got a text
Yeah.
from a buddy that's not as into the space every day like we are because we cover it. But he's like, I'm ready to get to 2025. You know, he has you know, his portfolio, and it's just kind of like this feeling where we're ready, you know, to move on to that
Yeah.
next step of things. But I guess, you know, what way to, I guess, kind of push us out by you know, having this price volatility with the options expiring today, the last Friday of the year, kind
Yeah.
of feel so yeah, we're all ready to move forward with this.
It kind of reminds me of that meme where he's like, "I'm tired of this, Grandpa." Well, that's too damn bad, and that's that's the kind of what we're at right now. I got a really bullish chart though from Crypto Jack Live. He's somebody I've been following for a while, and so this is down here is 2024, and this is 2023. So we usually compare a lot of stuff to 2020 because of the you know, halving years and stuff like that. But this is really cool to see because this is exactly 1 year ago from today. We kind of see the same type of pattern here, same pattern here, the same upward momentum here, and the same sideways action here. So he's kind of predicting that we do go sideways up until I want to say the 6th. And then we have the upward momentum that leads all the way up to about 116,000, and then some more sideways. But this is the upward momentum that he's kind of predicting. And if you look up here, the same thing pretty much happened. So predicting sideways to the 6th, upward momentum to the 12th, and then sideways sitting at 100, about 116. How are you looking at this chart? Do you see the, you know, how it's similar to this?
I mean, I do see a similarity. I think
Yep.
probably every Q4 has some similarity to the previous year. I like to compare, get even deeper, right, in terms of the comparisons with like
Yep.
the past 4 year halving year, and that's where things get a little bit choppy. It's really hard to determine where Bitcoin is going to go, right? Like we know that, you know, 2025 is going to be a bullish year overall, but like, how is it going to play out exactly? You know, and it's just, we've been thrown off a little bit with that big dump 2 weeks ago. You know, it tested 100K on Christmas night. And then, you know, today's option day, and so it dumps all the way to high 93s, right? So
Yeah.
it's just really hard right now. And then also the M2 money supply, people are talking a lot about that, how Bitcoin
Yeah.
crypto followed that a lot. And there's just so many like speculations right now in terms of where the price will go. I think the one thing we can probably confidently say is that, you know, 2025 will bring an alt season. 2025 will bring new all-time highs for Bitcoin. When it happens, I think is you know, going to be where we are probably a little bit lost on.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But if we do repeat this, that would be pretty awesome because that means 116 by mid-January, and that would be, you know, that's kind of hoping. I'm kind of hoping right there is kind of we sit sideways for a little bit, maybe during this, that maybe show it one more time, maybe during the sideways up here, and then
Yeah.
we eventually see this alt season start running area. So I think that would be more than fair because then, you know, we probably won't see 99K for until, you know, maybe the bear market, but we'll see.
Yep.
We did have some FUD today, and it's been, you know, every single time in history that we've had Tether FUD, we've had a bull market afterwards. It's like every single time. The best time to buy any crypto is during Tether FUD, and today we got some. On December 30th, USDT will be delisted from EU exchanges. So what does that mean? Any exchange that is in the EU. So I know that OKX is one of the exchanges there. They will be delisting
Wow.
USDT on the 30th. So that's a major, but they won't be delisting it anywhere else besides Europe. I know in the US, I don't think there's any exchanges that have USDT. I know Coinbase delisted it as well. So, but this is just more, you know, they can't control USDT, right? They can't control it. That so our government and the UK government, they love to control things. That's why they hate TikTok. That's why they hate X. That's why they hate USDT because they cannot control these entities. Like they can't control USDC and Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. They like to control these companies, and if they don't like them, they ban them. Right? If they can't control them, they ban them. And I think we got to get past that. And I think in the next 4 years we will. But what do you think about all this drama that we've seen? Another reason why we were kind of sitting around 93, 94K today, Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, what a coincidence, right? They drop this news on the day that options expire. Like when you're in the space every day, you start to see you have like a different set of glasses almost, right? You're just like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, options day. Oh, okay. But
Yep.
I look at Tether as like this like what is it called? The piñata, right? They keep hitting the piñata, hoping that like the candy will come out, but the candy never comes out. You know what I'm saying? And so they're like, okay, that's enough beating the piñata today. You know, let's come back and then we'll try to beat it up. And it's all self-interest, right? Whether that's, you know, they have stake in USDC with Circle, whether, you know, the EU wants to develop their own stable coin to have dominance in that region. It's all self-interest. But the one thing that Tether proves over and over is that they don't die. They don't just go away. In fact, they invest in things that make them more revenue, like, you know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, how this plays out, because, you know, I would send USDT to, let's say, like an off ramp, Coinbase. They don't accept it anymore, you know, and so it's USDC over there. And they even incentivize like no fees with USDC, right? So it's just, this is starting to get very strategic to where they're almost trying to choke Tether out. You know what I mean? What happens at that point, like with USDT? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I love USDT. I think it's my favorite stablecoin if I do anything. But I do a lot. Everything I do is off chain, right? Like, you know, we take payments in USDT and stuff like that for Ordinal Revolution, and it's one of those things where, you know, I think it's the best stablecoin because it's uncontrollable. No one controls it besides the entity that does, and it's been around forever. So for me, longevity means everything. Tether has seen the Luna collapse. It barely, you know, it barely took a hit, right? It actually did really well during that period because people were selling, you know, into USDT because they were afraid. Tether has handled every single monumental collapse in the history of Bitcoin with ease, right? So, and this is another experiment, and I think they do have to get compliant. So once they get compliant, whatever that means, I'm not even sure how they would go about this, but they have to do it. And when they do it, then it'll be the top stablecoin, and you know, it's only a matter of time before they figure things out and do things. I mean, I don't know. I just think this is just, it's bullshit, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it could be too, you know, before the years before, whenever there was people, you know, maybe regulators that there was no official regulation, but they're saying, you know, show us your reserves, show us this, and they're kind of like, what's the regulation? You know what I mean? And for them, they could be like, well, there's no regulation. I'm not going to just open our doors to anybody, you know. And so not having regulation actually hinders like clarity for people that want more clarity on Tether, right? Like, so that's kind of the fault of the US, in my opinion, to not kind of set that regulation years ago, because they would have way more clarity with Tether right now than they do. And so it's kind of like you know, bite yourself. You're kind of kicking yourself there for not doing that earlier. And so we'll see what happens. Tether's obviously been proven that they don't go away. So
Time after time, man. But what everyone's scared, BlackRock adds 430,000 shares of its Bitcoin ETF. So they bought their own ETF valued at $17 million to its global allocation fund. And this is one of the funds that they offer at BlackRock. They offer this to their, you know, their billionaires and stuff like that. So $17 million now is in that fund, and BlackRock doesn't care. They're buying. I mean, they're buying Bitcoin right now. So over and over and over, as everyone's scared and everyone kind of, you know, goes into cash, BlackRock is buying up that Bitcoin.
Yeah. This is, you know, status quo. They did sell like the record, I think, for ETF like 2 days ago, though. So it's, to them, it's just kind of like a status quo day, you know, balancing out and stuff like that. Obviously they have more inflows than outflows, especially right now. But the one thing that some people might be thinking, like, oh, you guys talk about BlackRock constantly adding so much Bitcoin, it doesn't move the price very much. It's because they're doing everything OTC, guys. So the point is to not affect the price, because when they buy in large amounts, if they were to affect the price, they would actually end up paying more. So they are able to buy OTC from Coinbase, from, you know, Kraken and stuff like that, and get that like price that they want. But it does affect the price, taking that out of circulation. And once the demand goes up, obviously that can, shoot the price up. So that's how they can affect the price.
Yeah. And this is one of the reasons why I think we're going to hit 700K in 2025 is because of supply shock. Right now we're not feeling every time BlackRock buys, we don't feel that, but we will eventually feel it because once Coinbase doesn't have enough on exchanges for when normal people come in and they want to buy, right? When grannies and grandpas come in and everyone else, they want to buy Bitcoin, there's not going to be enough. There's not going to be enough in the OTC. There's not going to be enough on exchanges. And what happens when the demand outbeats supply? Number go up, and number goes up rapidly, very quickly. So
exactly.
All right, last piece of news here before we get into the fear and greed. Rumble stock is up 130% since adopting Bitcoin as its treasury. So everyone's watching this right now. Everyone's watching. Obviously we had this red candle today because of Tether. But before this, I mean, look at Rumble over the course of last year, right? Completely sideways. Nothing. Goes up to 7, back down to 8, and then they adopt Bitcoin as a treasury asset, and boom, we saw $15. We even saw $17, and now kind of dipping back down here at coming back down because of the Tether FUD and Tether invested in them and everything else, but which is very normal. But still, everyone's watching 180% pop, right? Because they added Bitcoin as a treasury asset and did a partnership with Tether as well. Can't put that out, but still, adding Bitcoin to your treasury sends your stock higher. Everyone's watching this. Everyone's watching.
Yeah, and people are starting to learn, including us. Well, since Ordinal Revolution onboarded, their stock has increased. No, I'm just kidding. But they have pivoted a bit in terms of focusing on the crypto markets, Bitcoin, crypto, and gaming, and so it just all is starting to add up. I think to some of these investors that the light bulbs going off and saying, "Oh, okay, interesting. This is a really good strategy. Let's get in."
Yeah, man, I agree. All right, let's get into the Bitcoin fear and greed here. So last week we were at a 74. Yesterday we were at a 79. Where do you think we are right now?
Okay. So I'm gonna say higher because last night was better. I think it was better at least. So let's say like 82.
No, other way.
74.
Yeah, 74.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
I felt
that
the
was just
same way when I was looking at this. I was surprised.
Well, I think it was because it might have started to catch a bit on fire later in the night, and then overnight in Asia kind of pumped it, I think, because it got to 97K overnight. So, okay, missed it by a couple hours, I guess.
Yeah. No worries. All right, let's get into that Bitcoin price action. Let's see where Bitcoin's at. And this is brought to you by BitPerp. BitPerp is going to be the leading leverage trading platform in the entire Bitcoin ecosystem. They will be allowing you to trade, your runes with leverage, your BRC20s with leverage, and anything in this ecosystem potentially will be on BitPerp with leverage. These guys are going to be building something great, probably launching in January, but their testnet is soon, and you guys can check everything out at bitperp.io. We'll be doing a tutorial of Botonics, their newest chain they have over there. And, but it's probably good to learn how to use Botonics and their testnet and everything else as well. But you'll be able to do everything through BitPerp. And right now there's like a raffle system. So if you do a trade with leverage, you get put in their raffle and you get potentially get picked to win some BTP or some USDT. So it's up to you guys if you want to participate in that, but you wait for our tutorial, probably out this weekend or Monday. We're not sure yet, but their competition live the first week of January, and we'll get more information for you guys when that day comes.
Absolutely. And before we get to the Bitcoin price action, if you're on the YouTube side, smash that like for us, as well as Rumble. I need to start including that. And subscribe to the channel, follow us on Rumble, and subscribe on YouTube, and turn your notifications on so you know when we go live. On the X side, please share the space, guys. We want to educate as many people as possible, onboard as many people as possible to the Bitcoin ecosystem, and hit that like for us as well. But let's take a look at what Bitcoin's doing. The BitPerp charts, they are still working on that. So it's under maintenance right now. So I am going to be showing the trading view chart here. So this is the hour chart, right? You could see this was kind of the range of yesterday. We got all the way to 97.3. I think it was in the wee earlies of the, hours of the morning. And then I guess they were reminded, hey, we got these options expiring today. Let's go ahead and take it down. So, at 8:30 Central, which is 9:30 Eastern, the traditional markets open up and they're trading the, Bitcoin now, I guess, as well. And typically they'll fake out, you get volatility during that time and they'll fake something out, but not today, guys. It was literally just straight down. There was no fake outs, no jukes, nothing like that. I kind of like the jukes, the fake outs, because it makes it fun. And then whenever you go straight down, it's not fun. But anyhow, what do I see for the second half of today? Not good in terms of price. Price probably going more down. What I'm seeing here on the MACD is, we're see that second MACD candle looks really strong. The blue lead indicating line on the MACD looks like it's still pointing towards the down direction. You see the stochastic RSI, the blue line just crossed over. Well, not just crossed over, but crossed over the oversold. We're sitting at a 13-point area right now. The oversold line is that 20-point mark. So, got to kind of see what it does after it gets over here. If it's going to hang out down here, how much longer is it going to hang out? And then when it tries to cross back over the 20-point mark, is possibly like a reentry, but like with the options expiring today, it's going to be volatile, guys. Right now, it's actually slowed down tremendously if you look at the price action. But what time is it? It's lunchtime, right, for those guys. So it makes a lot of sense. These things are starting to add up. It was really active 30 minutes ago, but now it seems like the traders are at lunch. Okay, so second half of today, probably further down. Wouldn't be shocked if we get to 93, maybe even 92. So that's what I'm seeing heading into the weekend. And then over the weekend, it's not looking any better. You can see the MACD here is also pretty much bleeding. You can see a larger candle. The last candle is larger than the previous. It's dark red. The blue line doesn't even want to look up at all right now. We've been in oversold for, I don't know, let's see here, 2 hours. No, about 2 hours. Yeah. No, this was yesterday. So about a day and a half. Sorry. And so, yeah, it's just probably over the weekend, going to chop back and forth on Saturday, like always. And then Sunday, maybe we'll see some glimmer of hope on Sunday, because the options will be done. We'll be heading into the last few days of the year. But we're all ready to get to January 1st. And that's how I feel right now.
Yeah, man. I want to show you this chart real quick. Something I've been following. I'm big on the trends and stuff like that. So we had this trend back here from October where we were up, and then we just had that massive upward momentum, and then took us to over 100K and everything else. But then I'm kind of seeing this happening here. I'm kind of seeing us coming down to about 82,000, somewhere around this range, bouncing off this trend that is from October and kind of going back up to the top of the range here, and maybe kind of eliminating this line altogether, and then trashing that, and then just kind of being in this range here, and then maybe we've come back down here to about 97 before we continue this range. I don't know. I think this is something that we could possibly say. What do you think?
Yeah. I was looking on my timeline today. I was actually doing some searches for the options, what max pain could look like. And I saw multiple posts about 85,000. So 82,000 isn't far from that. Right. Yeah, so we could see that, guys. And if we do, that's probably going to give us even like better opportunities to get into some of these altcoins that you have conviction in, because the price will jump down as well with those.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing that. I'm kind of seeing down to 84 up to 116. So this will be January 11th. I think that's really fair. Back above 116, 9 days before the inauguration and everything that comes with that. And we potentially could go higher than that. We might not stay in this range after that. We might, potentially jump up here and just kind of go north, right? Go up to 140 to February. And then maybe the whole season starts, right? So
yeah, possibly.
All right. Let's kind of get into that roll call here. Let's see who is here. First is first. It means everything on the show. And today it's peanut butter jelly time. My guy PJNZ is in the building. Graveyard represent. No, my friend, you made the live show. Appreciate you, PJNZ, and everything you bring here every single day. We got Vision of Tomo in that second spot. He's like, give me back my fun. Who took Tomo's fun? Someone took his fun. Then we have Tim Baker, AOD Art himself, followed by Lackey Lukey with his Billy Cat. Yasher says, clean your barn, folks. It's farming time. Shout out to Yasher, man. Clean your barn. I need to get me a barn. Nighthawk UXL is here. Ordinals Tweets is here. Oh, where's the brother? Where's the brother?
Oh
I don't see
no, he's
Oh
not
no, he left
there.
his brother at home, but he says Shizzy loves airdrops. Hell yeah, I love free money.
Who doesn't?
And then Mempool Punk is here, Bitmap Capital is here, and Nagi is here every single day, you guys. Bitmap Capital, Mempool, and Nagi, man. Back to back to back every day. Steamy J, someone here every single day again. Shout out to Steamy J. Choda says, keep accumulating runes. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And then Ethereum Blockchain decides to just put his name and X handle in here. So shout out to Ethereum Blockchain. Mike Bennett is here. GM. Joko is here every single day with his Goosenal. Shout out to the Goosenals. Oh, Big Rod showed up on a Friday to bless us. Shout out to Big Rod, man. I love that guy. No is here. And we have Koviax. So what kind of airdrops are you talking about, my friend? Yes, we're going to get into that actually next. So keep watching. Zappy is here. We got Fad Khan. Shout out to Fad Khan here.
Yo,
guys.
I met
What's up,
him
Fad?
in Singapore. What up, Fad?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you,
He's a
brother.
world traveler. Patty Poo is here. Sup. Koss? No. Hi there. About the fluid pass staking. Does it matter if I stake today or the last day? Nope, it does not matter. As long as you get in before the deadline. But once it's closed, it's closed. We'll talk about that a little later. ICU is here. LFG, shout out to you, my friend. Pelpa is here. Our guy Mike Bennett. Eventually, Lucky Coin will be a good buy at its bottom. There's a reason we haven't talked about Lucky Coin, but we're gonna get into that later. Yasher says it's September drama all over again. Germany selling BTC, that exchange refund, etc. Yeah, 100%. That's what kind of feels like right now with the Tether FUD. Nighthawk says I'm Mexican. What's a piñata?
Come on, Nighthawk. You know what a pinata is. Did I pronounce it wrong or something?
I don't know. But shout out to Nighthawk, man. He's out there in Cali driving those Ubers all night to get people home safely. Shout out to you, my friend. Webdro is here. I Walk Alone. Shout out to I Walk Alone, man. Smash that like button. Yes. Webdro again. Reziak. Oh, Loso. Shout out to my brother here. We here. Shout out to Los, man. Ant-Man is here. And then we have Jamie son, husband son. I love it, bro. I love it. Shout out to Jamie son, husband son.
Jameson, husband son, yeah.
Shout out to you guys, man. Fad Khan again. Shout out to every single one of you guys who makes roll call every single day. We love you guys. 268 people in here right now. Shout out to every single one of you guys, man.
Yep.
All right, let's get into the first thing today. Bitcoin Airdrop Season 2. Yagobi, when was Season 1, man? What's going on? What do you thinking here?
Come on, you know when Season 1 was. Well, I feel like Season 1 was definitely spread out, right? Because we had you had all these pre-runes, so that was definitely a part of Season 1, but it entailed you to what, like you had to purchase a pre-rune. Or did you get airdropped the pre-rune? I forgot.
Yeah, you got airdropped the R6. They were pre-runes. Everything pre-rune was airdropped. Yeah,
that was definitely the start of Season 1. Runestones, of course, all that great stuff. And then BRC 20 kind of followed up with the pizza thing, but you did have to claim that. So you did have to do a little extra work, but it was still, extra gift, I would say, to the people that use the products, wallets, and all that, etc. So that's Season 1. I feel like we haven't really had any like big airdrop other than the Magic Eden claim, which that's we can throw that in there. So it was definitely spread out over a time period of like a year probably, right? And so Season 2, I think it's going to be more about farming, right, for the utility airdrops and stuff like that, but also a couple kind of give backs as well from just holding stuff. So we'll dive into that as well. How'd you want to do this?
Yeah, I'll start with this one right here. This is a tweet from Rest saying they have like 25,000 subs and everything, so they're pretty prominent. But it comes at this. So this tweet right here kind of got us started with kind of looking into airdrops. It's Quantum Cat's floor is 0.33 BTC, up 88% since December 20th, just 7 days ago at this point. down 176 listings. So everyone in the Quantum Cats community and the OMB community are delisting their assets. Why would they be doing that? What's the alpha? And then you go over to Luminex, and then you kind of check out the runes, right? So these are the runes in order. And if you go to page 2, there is some runes that have just one holder. What does that mean? They minute the entire supply to themselves. And this is the one that's catching my eye, which is the Magic Internet Money. This is rumored to be from Udi and Eric Wall and that team at Quantum Cats and Bitcoin Wizards to potentially be airdropped. So we saw the Pengu airdrop their Pengu token to all the the Pudgy Penguin holders and ecosystem. Anyone who pretty much used any one of their products or anything got this Pengu airdrop, and it seems like the Quantum Cats are kind of using that playbook, right?
Yeah, definitely. They deployed that, right, or etched it, if you will, for a reason. Excuse me. And it wasn't just them, but let's focus on the Magic Internet Money because a lot of people have talked about that one. And so one of the biggest things that Quantum Cats and Udi and his team has done very well is really, I don't want to say convince, but I guess give information to the holders to let them know when something might be coming. So this is speculation, but like pretty strong like conviction that this will happen. So with the Quantum Cats, there has to be some extra, right? Because those were pretty expensive. People have been talking about what you could get with that and stuff like that. They will never come out and say you're going to get this, this, and this, because that's something that they don't want to promise up front, but they have plans, right? Just like the Pizza Pets with ninjas and stuff like that, and they have their own thing too, right? So
that's up here. So the Pizza Ninjas, another potential airdrop. So if you do hold a Pizza Ninja, there's this bullish Bitcoin Pizza Ninjas, right? Same thing, all in one wallet. Rune number 14. So this is pretty expensive to etch, right? This wasn't cheap to do so. Same thing with the Magic Internet Money. So these are two potential airdrops. And that's the thing too, is like they're not just going to give the Pizza Ninjas how many of the holders there's not many holders. What they're going to do is they want to get as many holders as they possibly can because that gets these tokens listed on exchanges. The more holders you have, the more exchanges will take you seriously, right? So that's what we're going to see in Magic Internet Money. So it's not just going to be the Quantum Cats. Yes, the Quantum Cats will probably get 30-40% of the supply, but then you're going to see potential like maybe holding Doggo to the Moon, maybe holding Billy Cats, maybe holding Gizmo, or so on and so on. Pups might get you this Magic Internet Money. So I'm hearing that as well. So if you do have stuff listed, it might be a good idea to unlist it until these tokens are airdropped. We don't know. This is completely us guessing just by the information that's out there. But we do know that their discords are locked and token gated from a Quantum Cat. If you have a wizard or Quantum Cat to get in, and it seems like that's where the information is being put in, right? So these locked discords, that's where the information is being pushed. Because you don't see OMBs unlisting like they did. You don't see Quantum Cats unlisting like that. It's just not something. It's coordinated, right? It's completely coordinated for this to happen, and that is why Quantum Cats went to 0.3. I mean, you go back to Magic Eden here. Look at this. I mean, this was just at like 0.18 like a month ago. The fact that it almost doubled. I mean, there's a reason for that, right?
And then, exactly. Came out of nowhere again.
Yeah, 100%. So, and a lot of these did too, right? Like the what's that? FU Hedrons is here. Node Monkeys. It could be an airdrop too, but OMBs again, they delisted so many of these in the last couple of weeks. So there's something that's going around in these discords that we think is airdrop season 2.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much to bring that floor price up, right? So if the community is working together on delisting their listings, then they have a treasury, so that's something that could just be bumped up with the treasury, right? And then they hold it. So Quantum Cats, they definitely have had a strategy from day one. Pizza Ninjas as well. More decentralized stuff is like Node Monks, and like the frogs and stuff. But like, I think there's going to be definitely something that gets dropped to these guys. We'll see what happens with that though, because there's going to have to be, Udi's like one of these guys in the space that he influences the space, but at the same time, sometimes he's controversial, like bringing up catnip, right, as like a token standard, but like this is a rune, so he's going to have to promote runes this way.
100%. No, I agree. I agree. I think this is a good way. You know, he's always kind of been against them, but then he's about to drop. All right, so that's pretty funny. But the RSIC miners, they're apparently still mining, right? All the RSIC miners, and there is another token here that potentially could be another airdrop for holding the RSIC miners, which is RSIC Season 2. I hope this is way out in the future though, because the RSIC token isn't doing good, right? You're gonna add more to the supply. It's the same token. It's I don't know. They should wait until they have a product of some kind, because I mean, rumors is they're doing something with some type of product. I don't know. It was a swap. We thought nothing
Yeah.
ever came from that. That's
Yeah,
sad.
and yeah,
Think about it.
and who knows? Like maybe they're just waiting for when the market gets more lively for like alt
Yeah.
season to turn on and stuff like that. But they people don't realize this, but they are actually the only rune that's on a tier 1 exchange, and that's an OKX. But they don't perform very well.
Yeah.
You know, so it's going to be interesting. One thing that we got to remember is that a part of season airdrop season 2 is going to be the second runestone token as well.
Yeah. 100%. So we think when Dog gets listed on Kraken, that's when Leonidas will drop the next one, right? It's not going to be cheap. It's going to be very expensive, because there's probably going to be 100,000 holders again, right?
Oh man, and that increased. That increased.
Yeah.
Right, because like people sold off their runestones and they sold off their dog, but well, I guess it would just be only runestones that get the second drop, not dog holders. So
no, it won't be dog holders, but at the same time, every runestone is a certain amount, right? So
Yeah.
there's 100 and some, so if you have 10 runestones, it's one wallet though, right? But you still get that same amount of, for each runestone.
yeah, strategically, if you're Leonidas, how would you handle that? Would you wait till dog goes to $2 billion market cap and then you do the second token?
I would wait for some sense of euphoria in the markets, right?
Energy.
I would wait for energy, exactly. And I would that peak energy when Dog is sitting at, like, let's just say 1.2, 1.3 billion, like right then and there. Because at 2 billion it might be too late, right? At 2 billion it might be like, oh wow, yeah, I'm getting I made my money, I'm happy with this, I'm 4x, this is awesome. But at like 1.5x would be like, oh wow, okay, cool, let's go, next one. But then I think that energy is still there with Dog to ride it.
Yeah, I think you can kind of let go of Dog a little bit once it gets to 1.5 billion. It's on a centralized exchange, kind of like Ordi at that point. Leonidas probably take a big, breath of air and then say, "Oh crap, now I have the second coin."
And the third,
but yeah, which I don't know why. Like I don't know, dude. Like he's gonna have like full head of gray hair by next year, probably. You know what I mean? Like stressed out to the max, but
the bear market's not going to be good for Leonidas. If we do get a bear market, it's not going to be good for him, bro. You're like, why Dog? Because a lot of people are going to come in and buy it at $2 billion market cap, right? $4 billion market cap, and a lot of them probably going to get hurt. So, but
the plan I think would be like, once it gets to that point, is you can just decentralize it. It's made it at that point. It's been accepted. So I don't think he's gonna have to worry about that, but he will have to worry about the other ones, right? Because someone that might have missed Dog might buy Runestone just because they know that the next token is going to be airdropped.
Yeah. So, quick question too about that. Like, do you think he does add dog holders to this and not just Runestone?
I don't think so. I don't like. Would the dog community be happy? Yeah, but like it would just he can say it was always only the runestones, and that would save him a lot of stress. And people can be like, well, it's about the community. Like, you don't want to kill a person. Like, literally stress can kill you, so that's what I would do that. I would just say, hey, the rules were runestone and I'm sticking to that.
I would put it out there. I would be like, if we can get enough donations for the airdrop, we'll airdrop the dog. Just put out like a wallet address and say, hey, if we get a certain amount of donations with this, we'll airdrop the dog holders as well.
And hire like an intern to do it. I'm just kidding.
Seriously. All right. But there is some other airdrops, especially in our community. Should we go over there as well?
Yeah, we will. So first, just when we say this information, it's for you guys to research, right? That's the whole thing. We want you guys to learn from our show and research and teach yourself, right? So teach people how to fish, not fish for people, right? And then I think that's the biggest thing. So the first part of it was like keep these speculations in your mind in terms of like the quantum cats, the OMBs, all these things getting an airdrop, R6 season 2, Runestone second coin. Remember these things. And then the second part of that is the airdrop farming. So, you know, even if you've watched our show, you probably have heard with runes, you associate it purely with memes, but it's actually pretty surprising in terms of how many utility projects have a rune. You know, Liquidium, let's start with there. So they started it with like their airdrop farming by utilizing their platform. Shizzy participated in that pretty heavily. You know, he got a little, you know, kickback with that, but you know, so that started it, but there's other platforms right now, and we're going to go over those. So actually, multiple of these platforms are our partners already, which shows you guys we do a lot of research, and you know, these are utility projects. So let's start off with Ordinal Hive. So Ordinal Hive is an aggregator marketplace for ordinals. You're going to be able to find the cheapest ordinals on Bitcoin layer 1. They have a lot of analytics for traders to be able to see. So one of their new features is going to be like what's hot in the mempool right then and there. So you're going to have like instantaneous like information for you guys to make decisions on, you know, getting into collections. So they're going to bring a lot of utility to the space, right? Being the cheapest as an aggregator, having trader tools, you know, they're going to offer runes as well, all these things. And so by utilizing their platform, you're going to earn a certain amount of points. They actually will have a dashboard for you, right? And you accumulate these points, and those points are going to go towards your airdrop or claim, however they decide to do it. But you can earn their rune token, right? So we want to educate you guys on that. So what do you think about Ordinal Hive?
Yeah, I love it. And their idea of the loot boxes, absolutely awesome. So you're going to be earning these loot boxes, and then you're going to go to their platform. You'll go to your portfolio, and then you can pretty much add, you know, you'll see the loot boxes, and you can just go there and click it. So this isn't the right dashboard yet. Fonzie has showed us what it's going to look like, and it looks phenomenal. You're going to be able to earn by referral links and stuff like that. And these loot boxes will give you points. And these points will go to your overall points, which will eventually be the airdrop. And they're coming out. They're saying this now. They're saying the word airdrop. And Ordinal Hive, you know, they have some big investors. Right? They have some really big investors. Portal Ventures, BTC Startup Lab. So this is definitely something that could really explode. And you know, they're not going to airdrop it to, you know, when Magic Eden did their airdrop, it was airdrop to, you know, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, so many other places. This is going to be a concentrated airdrop to its users. So this is going to be pretty big for our space, and it could actually, you might actually get more from this than you did from the Magic Eden one.
Yep. You know, they are kind of getting to that mainnet timeline very soon.
Yeah.
So you're going to start to see and hear people talk about Ordinal Hive and using them as, you know, trading tool, and also the cheapest ordinals around, right? So and eventually once the volume picks up and fees are high, they're also they have a presence on Merlin chain, which is Bitcoin layer 2, right? And who knows, maybe they decide to go on like a one of these new solutions as well with like Arch Network or something like that. We don't know. Next year is going to be huge for innovation for the Bitcoin ecosystem. So this is the first one that we wanted to go over with you guys. So make sure you guys are taking notes for this, because you know you want to participate and engage and get these points up. The second one is BetBTC. BetBTC is a platform, a predictions market platform. You can they're doing the same thing with points. You're able to earn points, and they are going to have a rune TGE next year. But you know, to be able to like even just get started, all you got to do is sign up for an account, and you get 50 points right away, right? And there are like farming strategies, like, you know, without getting too deep into it, but like, you know, you don't have to bet huge. You can make, you know, smaller bets and accumulate those points that way.
It's actually beneficial to do the $1 thing.
I didn't want to tell them the answer to the test.
I'll tell them all day.
Yeah,
until they change it, right? So
yeah. So that's this is the second one, but let us tell you why, you know, we think that BTC is going to be popular. It's because of the create your own markets. That's going to, you know, separate them from the poly markets, you know, these other predictions markets as well that are coming out on different chains, even in the Bitcoin ecosystem as well. So you're going to be able to create your own market, and you know, if you have a good strategy, which is create bets that have a good amount of interest on each side, then you'll be successful in that. And the way that they have this set up is it's like a decentralized kind of poly market to where everybody can kind of be, you know, you create your own destiny with this to where you get, I believe it's 1.5%. It might be 1%, but you earn that of the total volume that goes into each bet, right? So someone pass you up, PJNZ.
PJNZ. He
Peanut
got
butter
me.
jelly time.
He got me.
Yeah.
Wow. I need to make some trades.
Yep. So that's why we think this is going to catch on and become popular. And then also they'll have your bet with friends. So there's going to be a lot of social interaction once the create your own market start. There's going to be like an entrepreneurial type of approach to this, to where, you know, I mean, let's say it is 1.5%. Let's say you get really good at this, and over a month's period, you do $500,000 in volume. You know, that's $7,500 that you earned from $500,000 worth of volume, right? And so that's at 1.5%. I'm not sure if that's that final whatever they're gonna, you know, the platform's gonna give to each create your own market. It could be 1%, but it's gonna be one of those two. So there's that. Yeah. So we have Ordinal Hive, Bet BTC that we went over.
Every single one of these people, every single one of these people on this list will get the airdrop, right? So all you got to do is get on this list. How do you get on the list? Yagobi already said it. Just create an account. Create an account here. So 247 people. That's not a lot. It's not a lot of people that are going to get this airdrop. But guys, all you got to do is create an account. You get the 50 points and you become on this list. You know, obviously, if you do trades, you get more points. You'll get more of the airdrop. But it doesn't hurt you to just start an account. So do that. Do it today.
Absolutely. And yeah, so this reminds me almost exactly of the time when we were like begging our audience and community to make swaps on fluid tokens. Like we were just like, if you make these swaps, you will get a fluid pass, you know, all this stuff. And the people that listen, they benefited because those passes are like $200 or something right now. Right. Yeah. Around there. Yep. Speaking of, so I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that one next, but like the next one I want to talk about is the Arch Network. If you guys don't know what that is, tune in every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. This week we skipped it because of Christmas, but next week we pick it back up. Arch Network, in my opinion, I think Shizzy agrees with me, is going to be a huge solution because you're going to be able to interact with runes, ordinals as well, all these Bitcoin layer 1 assets without bridging. You're going to be able to use your Xverse wallet, your Unisat wallet. And the way that they work is they have their own network of provers, which is their own kind of decentralized, secure way of like confirming a transaction within Arch. And then that gets sent to Bitcoin's blockchain and stamped with the confirmation there. So the Arch Network, tune in every Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Almost every, like they pretty much said almost every protocol project within Arch Network is doing a point system. So this is huge, and Arch gives you a bonus on top of that if you're interacting with testnet. So what does that mean? That means that most likely Arch is going to have a token themselves, which I think is going to be humongous. And then those projects like Funky Bit, which is like the pump fund for Arch Network, Saturn Dex, all these other projects over there as well, they're going to have their own token as well. So, make sure that you're paying attention to that. I
just want to show this real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So just what kind of what Yagobi just said, they're offering, it's double incentivized, right? So all you got to do is let me show my screen here. Is head over to Saturn BTC.io. This is kind of the first testnet that's available. There is Funky Bit as well, but this is the one I think if you're only going to do one, do Saturn. Go to Saturn BTC.io, get over here, make a few swaps. So first thing you want to do is obviously go to your wallet. For this one, it's Unisat. And then what you want to do is come down here, go to settings, go down the network, and you want to go to testnet Bitcoin, And then for this one, you're using testnet 4. So that's the wallet you want to do, and you will sign it and come over. So now I'm activated. I have 0.4 Bitcoin in here. Testnet Bitcoin. If you do not have testnet Bitcoin, just come down here and you guys can do the faucet, right? The TBTC faucet right here. And then next thing you want to do, you can either buy runes or you can mint them. So you can come over here and you can just come in here and you can mint one, sign it, and then you mint that rune and see how quick that is, guys. This is quick because they're using, like Yagobi said, they're using the prover network to put these through. So then you're basically done. You come back over here, you go to swap, and then you can swap for whatever you want. For in this case, I'm gonna go here and I'll get some of this token. So
buy
I'll just
some
come in here, I'll go-
BTC, bro. Come on, man.
What is it?
BDC, bro. $1 billion
Oh,
cat.
billionaire cat. All
Let's
right,
get
let's do
it.
it.
You know
Billionaire
what
cat.
it is.
I have 25,000 already, so I've already been buying, but let's do it again. We'll get $600 worth of BTC. I'll submit it, and then it is you have to hit it 3 times. So you'll sign once, sign twice, sign again, and then in a few seconds you're gonna get a confirmation saying your swap is done. Boom. So now my swap is already done over here. So I can hit refresh here, and you'll see. Yeah, it might not be showing in my wallet yet, but on their prover network, that swap is done.
Yeah.
It should be done.
Yeah.
So,
And
then
is it updated? Not yet.
it should be. I don't know why
Okay.
it's not, but normally it is. And then what you'll do, you'll swap back. You can swap right back, and these transactions get rolled up and then put into one Bitcoin block. And that is the beauty of Arch. But go back to the airdrop stuff. By doing that trade I just did, I earned the Saturn airdrop and the Arch airdrop in one transaction technically. So I'm using Arch, I'm using Saturn. So
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. And so, and jump into the testnet so you can see how it feels.
Yeah.
I really like the approach that they take with the liquidity pools. You can earn more, but probably have less volume on those because people don't want to pay as much for the fee. But you can put a liquidity pool in the lesser volume ones, but you earn less for the fee. So I just really like what's happening over there in general. And I really, really hope that it ends up launching the way that we think it will, because I think it's going to solve a lot of issues. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is airdrop number 4. And then the next one is so Emblem Vault. You guys see them up there at the top. Emblem Vault is a they're basically an interoperability tool. They're going to allow you to take puppets from Bitcoin layer 1 to like base to like abstract chain to Merlin chain, all the chains that they end up partnering with. Well, they launched their rune called Emblem Keys, and the way that they did theirs is their TGE is their technical TGE is September of next year, but they actually put the keys in an NFT on Ethereum, and you can trade it back and forth. And then once September comes, it becomes a rune, and you have like the seed phrase. If you have that NFT, you have the seed phrase to a Bitcoin wallet that's assigned to you, and you can have your keys once you get into that wallet. So, I'm explaining that because you guys are probably like, well, how do we earn it then? They do have like a point system. They've allocated a certain amount of the keys to that. You can visit emblem.vision to really dive into that and learn more. We'll give you guys some more updates on that. Follow Jake Gallen on X as well. But that's going to be a big one because they're going to be everywhere. Their plans for branding next year is wild. They have amazing partnerships. We're talking about like Ape Chain, like Abstract, which is the Pudgy Penguins chain, Merlin, all these. They're planning to be on Solana. So that is that one. And then of course Fluid. You want to talk about Fluid?
Yeah. Well, there's no airdrop with them. Do you want to get into the Fluid Friday?
So I'll explain it real quick. So you can, you can earn the token still. The way to do that though, you would have to purchase a pass if you didn't earn it, because my guy Shizzy was literally begging you. He was begging you guys every day. The pass was an airdrop though, wasn't it?
Yeah, the pass was 100%.
So you kind of missed that window a little bit, but you can still stake it. And I guess that's a good transition right into Fluid Fridays.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's kind of get into it, guys. So every Friday we do a segment called Fluid Friday. It's kind of talk to you guys about what Fluid brings, because Bitcoin DeFi, I'm not a meme guy. I freaking hate memes, right? I'll participate. I'm here to make money, but I hate memes. I love DeFi. If I hold something, I want to stake it. I want to lock it in for whatever time it is. I do not like holding things that I cannot earn with. To me, that's the whole point of crypto. If I want to do that, I'll go buy a stock, right? I want to definitely get something good that I'm bullish on. Lock it in to some type of staking mechanism or whatsoever, and then earn on that and still get the benefits of holding that token as well. So, and that's why when we first started talking to Fluid, they did a lot of lending and stuff, and they came with us with the staking mechanism, and we were just like, let's go. And this is it right here. So you want to go to fluidtokens.com, and that'll take you to the site. My computer is acting a little slow. I think my VPN is on, but I'll take you to the site right here, and then you'll click the Bitcoin button, and then I'll take you to app.fluidtokens.com, and everything will change orange for you because that's Bitcoin. And then next thing you want to do is go to staking. And if you were lucky enough to do the swap, back in August, like we were yelling at you to do, we did so many swaps live. I think I did like 40 swaps live. That's why I got a black pass, because I did so many swaps. I was like number 30 or 40 on the list. But all you got to do now, once you have the pass, or you could, if you do not have a pass, you can also go here, top here, type in Fluid Pass, and you'll click there, and you can see they're about $160, $150, depending on which one you want to buy. I'm not telling you to buy any of these, not telling you to buy, not telling you to stake it. I'm just showing you where to do it at. You come here, and you can see there has been some buys here. I actually purchased the 2 of them today that I will be staking. But yes, but if you guys have them, feel free to list them, because I'll probably buy them off you, because I am very bullish on what Fluid is putting together. But let's go back to the Fluid staking page. And real simple, real easy. Go to stake. And then you can see the rewards, 300,000 FLDT. This is around, I want to say right now, about $120,000, right? Somewhere in that range, because about 35 cents a token, right? So I want a piece of that because I'm very bullish on them. And so right now I was doing the math. You're getting about, depending on which pass you have, you're getting between $300 and $500 per staking pass. I mean, that's saying with the 250 people that have already staked, right? If more people stake, you obviously get less. But if no one else comes in, which is kind of looking like a lot of people who participated in the other one for the Bitcoin have already staked their passes here. So come in, you select your ordinal. I'm going to select both of my tier 2s. And it's going to come up. I'm going to click the side right here, see 2 items. I'm going to stake. My wallet's going to pop up. It's going to there is a fee with this, so that is the one downside of it, but it's not very expensive. I think you're going to earn a lot more than you're losing here. So it's going to come up. It's doing all the math, the calculations. Okay, so I am spending right now $18 for the staking fee. This goes to Fluid. I'm spending $4.70 and 94 cents. So altogether, this is charging me around $23 to stake this. I'm going to confirm it. And boom, ordinal successfully staked. And then you'll go to your staked. And right now I have 17 ordinal staked. My new 2 are not in here yet, but when I check back in about 10 to 20 minutes, it'll say 19 ordinals. And eventually, when the staking vault closes, let's go back to the vault here. It is closing in 18 days and 7 hours. So once this closes, I will get an estimated of exactly how many I'm getting. As you see over here, I staked an Omen pass a while back, but on January 10th, I'm going to be able to unstake my Omen pass or my Omen ordinal, and I'm going to get a 1,600 dog for doing that, right? So, and then my estimated reward here. I do love how they did that, right? The estimated rewards, because that wasn't on the Billy Cats.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Once this locks, it'll give me that amount, so I can look forward to how much of that FLT. I can actually put that in my CoinGecko portfolio, basically because I'm going to get it, right? So that's how you earn it, and I won't be able to unlock this until 420, which is April 20th. But as you can see, but that's the thing too. The more people that get involved in this, the less tokens you're going to get per pass. So it's up to you if you want to participate, but we just want to give you guys the option. And right now the token's like 35 cents. And I think this token goes to $1. It's my opinion. That's why I'm trying to get as many as I possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, $1 is actually, I think that's still even kind of low estimate, because $1 depending on what the circulating supply is going to be, it's definitely going to be more than 18.57 million, which is what it is now. But
Yeah.
the market cap is 6.5 million at 35 cents, and just the building that these guys have done and can do is crazy. And so we'll see where it goes, but you know, the main reason that like we're bullish on Fluid is because of, like I just stated, like what they have built already. It's kind of like, you know, people that talk a lot and say we're going to build this, we're going to build that. They don't do that. They build it and then they talk about it.
Yeah.
And just their connection too, as being like that first, they're the first true Cardano Bitcoin builder that I feel like has actually built something. Don't you think?
Yeah. They're one of the few builders on Bitcoin besides Liquidium to actually build anything that
DeFi.
anything actual that you can use, right? So on a daily basis. So Liquidium and Fluid are I mean, in my opinion, the two top DeFi protocols, only DeFi protocols in the space.
Yeah. I mean, they had Satoshi Dice years ago, but what is that? You know, I mean, like literally just doing the dice to see if you won. But yeah, this is definitely you know, exciting to see what happens in 2025 with them. And they have all the connections too. I mean, Raul has a direct line of communication with Charles Hoskinson and Maestro, which is also, and these guys are building on Arch. That's another, you know what I mean? So that's just another part of it.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So the FLDD token, you'll be able to do some lending and stuff over there with that. And I can't wait too. Like, let's just say after I get the FLDT, I'm sure, you know, they're going to let me stake my room, right? That's the best part.
100%.
You know what I mean?
They're good at,
so
they're good at that.
And you got to remember too, they're not adding to the supply at all, guys. It's going to be one-to-one. They're actually creating a bridge. It's kind of like a liquidity pool almost, where you kind of lock it on one side and you get released on the other. And then when you want to go back, as long as the the tokens are there available, you kind of go back into Cardano if you want to. And the token is listed on MEXC, so the rune is on an exchange already, right? So you can potentially, you will probably have to go into the Cardano token and then send it to MEXC to sell it. But I mean, they're going to make it super simple and super easy for you guys to do so. So definitely want to check out everything that they offer. Fluid, guys, you gotta get bullish on these guys. And this is not like, this is just honest opinion. We've been yelling this from I want to say that back in June. So
yeah, and also in June, I think their token was like 12 cents or 7 cents or something like that. Yeah. So I mean, proof is in the pudding with that. I think the all-time high was like 50 something. But anyways, they also, will have the Arch connection. So this will most likely be on Saturn.
Yeah.
100%. Why not? Yeah. I mean, why not have the liquidity there? You want to have it on Bitcoin and Cardano, and it's on MinSwap on the Cardano side. So, oh yeah. And WebDro says you can, I love this, man. This is from our community. They learn every day. WebDro says you can create your own custom lending pool on Fluid as well. Yep. And their incentives for staking is great. I mean, the Cardano people are 110% bought in. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Cardano people already have that mentality anyways, but still.
Yep.
Let's see if there's any questions directly relating to Fluid, because I know we still have a couple things to get into with like Lucky and all that stuff. But
yeah,
let's see here. Oh, Kenta says this is not Fluid, but he says Cypher for AI on BTC gang LFG. We just dropped a new article that has information about Cypher and Emblem AI as well, because they're building a wallet for Bitcoin. So you can check that out at ordinalrevolution.com. Danny says maybe you can help him out here. He says I wasn't able to connect with the testnet. He said I wasn't able to connect Magic Eden testnet wallet on Arch from Saturn. It connects my mainnet only.
Yeah, you have to use Unisat only. It's right now the testnet is Unisat only. I don't think you can even sign in with Magic Eden.
Unless that's supposed to say my testnet wallet instead of me.
It might be my testnet wallet, but if you make sure you're using Unisat. And like I said, I kind of just showed you. You just got to go into the networks, go to Bitcoin, but make sure you're going to 4, and not the normal one. It has to be on 4. You'll see it there. It's green. Can't miss it.
Yep. I think that's it for those questions. But you want to get into some other topics?
Yeah. Let's get it. A few things here. So Bitmap Tech, which is Jeff from Merlin, he posted the Party token, and this is crazy because I wasn't really paying attention to Party, but apparently the liquidity has been crazy over there on Merlin. It's on Merlin swap right now, but it's up a lot today. It's still up on the day. It was up like 30% on the day.
I don't know if you can see my screen, but it's that liquidity, the liquidity jumped up tremendously. It went from like I think like 2-3 million to 13.3 million, and market cap's at 37 million. So it is up. So probably tells me that they've been the Telegram bots and the Telegram marketing is working. The volume 24-hour volume is 2.2 million. Also probably tells me that BTC .fund's launch is right around the corner, which I'm ready. I have my liquidity ready, and I'm gonna start launching crazy meme coins once that's ready to go.
Yeah, man. And that's on an upward trend too. So it looks like it's we'll see. I'm excited for BTC. I'm
BTC.fund.
I keep mixing them up, but I'm excited for that as well. I think that being able to do runes, and I think that's where the other pump fund messed up, was not allowing you to do Bitcoin layer 1 assets, and that's what they're kind of bringing. They're giving you the option of runes, or give you the option of BRC20s, which is gonna be fun because Party is a BRC20, right? People don't really. You can trade it on layer 1, and you can trade it on layer 2, which is the best part about our ecosystem.
100%. That was the coolest thing too, to watch that live launch. And so it's gonna be interesting to see Party. If Party gets past 100 million, Unisat probably needs to thank BTC.fund, because that kind of got that volume for the BRC25 ticker going again.
100%.
But so Danny says his Unisat, he meant to type my, so he says he's on 4. I don't know what that means.
It's not working.
Oh
yeah, that's weird. It's working fine for me, so I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, Danny.
Matt says top users of Timon Fund got 1 BTC to use for free for 1 month farming. Any alpha for max profit, Shizzy?
Go long. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. What do you think?
Like, what's the question in that though? Is it kind of like what should be the best? So Matt must have been like using Timon like crazy. I started using Timon. I won 1 USDT, which that's $1. It feels good to win anything sometimes, so except for points. I want money or something with $1 was cool.
Yeah.
But dude, congrats if you got into that, because that's gonna be big. I think you're gonna be earning probably like the duck token, but we're gonna get more clarification. We'll have Jeff on Monday and we'll ask him directly what is the earning for this, because this is gonna be very interesting, man. If this works, like everybody's gonna try to be able to have access to 1 BTC to stake.
Yeah, and you don't physically get that Bitcoin, right? They're not giving you that Bitcoin, but they're allowing you to put it in different places to earn.
Yep. That's it. Mike's World. What's up, Mike? He says, what's Timon? Timon is a Telegram app that works as a way to market like new platforms, tokens, and just anything related to Web3 that's utilizing, kind of leveraging Telegram as well as like your chain. I think it's a great like product, right? A lot of people, it makes it fun. You can like, you get these daily scratch offs too. You can win actual money. But the whole point is for you to earn a certain amount of points to qualify for that specific campaign's thing. Like, so for the Party campaign, I think the way they're doing it is that if you are in the top percentage that qualify, you get access to like 1 Bitcoin to be able to stake and earn based off of like a staking mechanism. So they'll probably switch it up every campaign to something new, but you can find it here. Let me find their exact Twitter so you guys, I'll drop it in the chat here.
And while you do that, I'll just show them how it is. So you basically come here. He's going to give you that as the Twitter. Just go to their Twitter and you'll click open. You scroll all the way up on Timon announcement. Make sure you're on the right one. It has 250,000 subscribers. Kind of want to go in here and you start just doing the tasks, right? It's super easy. Right? See, I have 1,270 points, and to the next level will be 2110. And yeah, so you just use your Telegram and you just do these stuff. So you can follow their YouTube channel, follow TikTok, and they got bonus tasks here, which is kind of some fun stuff. Let's Go Bananas. You'll just kind of click that stuff. And yeah, they have a game that you can play, which is like a scratch. Match 3 symbols. That's
Yo, read that comment that I just put on the screen.
Got ranked 26. Oh my god.
No, read the rest.
Okay, party tokens for free. Holy damn, good for you,
$1,200.
bro.
He won $1,200.
No,
Or
no.
he earned
What? That's
Yep.
crazy.
Plus
Good for
$1,200,
you, bro.
plus $1,200 USDT, and
Damn.
I'm sure he qualifies for the Bitcoin thing. Dude, this is why you gotta pay attention in the show, guys.
Yeah.
Good job, Matt.
He's always on it, man. He's always on it. Always on it. Shout out to you guys, man. You guys can earn, man. You guys might think we're pushing the stuff, Merlin chain stuff, but honestly, man, we're getting alpha from these teams, and we're placing it on your plates. Like, we're just giving you free alpha every single day on the show, and just like be like Matt's. So
Yep. And if Matt's keeps doing that, we're gonna make a shirt that says "Be like Matt's" with your PFP.
be
on
like
it.
Matt's.
Yep.
Yeah, with his Nat Cat. Shout out to Matt's, man, my guy. And that's it. I got from
what we
Matt.
got? What else we got?
All right. Okay, this is big. OKX wallet Cat 20 tokens have landed on our marketplace. So now you can officially buy Cat 20s. You can trade them with 0 fees. So they are trading in a marketplace style. It isn't like a swap. It's very similar to how BRC 20s trade, but you can trade them over there. Is this big for Cat 20s, or is this just another thing for Fractal?
I mean, OKX Marketplace had ARC20s on there as well, so it's kind of like I think the ball is in the court of not even Fractal, but it's more in the court of the Cat 20 guys. Like Yahweh and all them.
Yeah.
Like we interviewed him, and he's a great guy. He seems very smart, and talented. But I think like Cat 20, do something with Bell's Coin with that. From Fractal to Bell's Coin, show the world that you can use a trustless bridging approach, or at least minimize trust bridging approach. And I think that will do wonders for Cat 20, dude. If they can do that, the developers will start to talk about it, and they will start building for it immediately. I think if they can show that you can bridge the same token supply, stays the same, both chains, Bell's chain and Fractal can read the token supply after it's bridged over and stuff. Game changer. But we'll see if it happens.
I agree. I think this is big on the sense of 0 fees, right? So we do realize that the West or the East does not trade on Unisat. They just don't do it. They trade on OKX. That's where the most of the volume is for the BRC 20s. And this is, now they have it on their favorite exchange. So we'll see if they get bullish on it. But Fractal is just, and I don't mean the price, right? When I talk about Fractal, I do not mean the price. I don't care about Fractal's price. The on-chain is like, there's no volume, guys. It's bad. Like, I've never seen anything like that, to where like the volume is so low over there. It's sad, because I was bullish on it. I really was. But apparently China is not bullish on it. But maybe they start. We'll see.
Yep.
All right, next thing here is Bell's Coin, the most undervalued proof of work crypto poised for Binance listing. And why do we think it's going to get listed on Binance? Because Binance is mining it. So as you can see, Binance, they're mining Bitcoin, they're mining Doge, they're mining Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Caspa, ZEC. Well, I never heard of ZEC.
Me neither.
And these are the ones, and CKB, Dash, which we know is the privacy coin, Ethereum proof of work, which was, when this is actually what Ethereum used to be last cycle.
This is the fork, right? After the fork.
Yeah. Yep. Well, this is actually, this is it,
the original.
If the fork never happened. Yeah, this would be that chain. So Ethereum proof of work and Raven coin. But so these are the coins that are actually listed on there that they're mining. And it looks like they list everything that they're mining. So what's next? PEP, which I never heard of.
Pepe.
Lucky Coin, which they're mining. That's Pepe.
It's not the Pepe.
Okay.
It's a Pepe.
Pepe chain. Okay.
Yeah.
Bell's Coin, Junk Coin, and Lucky Coin. So these potentially could get added. We're super bullish on Bell's. We do Bell's Corner with Adam McBride because of the community, and because they just seem like good people, right? That's the difference between, I think, Bell's and Lucky Coin. And we're gonna get into Lucky Coin here. But anything else on this?
So there's obviously, coins that are listed on Binance that is a part of their Binance pool that we don't know about. So that probably, to me, that lets me think that they're going to list these for if there's no problems with them, in terms of like supply and who holds them all and all that stuff, right? So bullish on the ones that are not listed because those all came in at the same time,
Yeah.
so it only makes sense that that they're going to get listed there, but we'll see how long that takes and stuff like that.
100%. 100%. All right, let's get into the last piece of news here, which is the Lucky Coin stuff. All right, let's bring up this chart because it is bad, guys. So when we know a lot of people in our community, we know Tim Baker, Yasher, you guys made a buckload of money off Lucky Coin, and I hope you sold at the top there. You guys were coming in here, but we were afraid to talk about it because we didn't want anyone getting hurt, right? So that was the thing, and we love that you guys made money on this, but at the same time, we weren't really trying to force this because of who was in it, right? So we saw this huge come up here. It passed bells. It did amazing numbers, but then was just down only. We know there's a lot of grifters in this. We know the Oshi guys were in this, right? So anything that the Oshi guys are into, we kind of look the other way. We pretend it's not happening because everything from CBRC 20s to Moto Swap to this new OpNet, you'll notice we don't talk about it. We talk about Arch, but it's just these guys just seem so toxic. Well, one of the guys just seems so toxic. And when we found out that he was really pushing Lucky Coin, we were like, no, not talking about it, not touching it, because we knew that this was going to happen. We knew it. This was going to happen. This was pretty much written on the chalkboard. But can it come back now that they kind of lifted it to zero?
The one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to poop on any of our community members' bags. And so, and I know that's not what your intention was, but the thing that I would say is, you just gotta be very careful. And do I think it could go back up? I do think it can, because they can make a rebound here. You know what I mean? And buy it cheap, buy a lot cheap, and then dump it again. Me personally, if that was the case, I would, had certain goals of when I'm going to get out. You know what I mean? But I will say this: let's talk about what it has going for them. The one thing it does have going for it is that it's included into the merge mining with Litecoin.
Yeah,
now, Litecoin doesn't ever include Lucky into its branding on their X. They typically include them, Doge, and Bells, which is kind of like the three amigos. Right. But again, because like if there's no like tokenomics issue to where like Binance is going to do probably some deep research on wallets and stuff, then they'll probably list this as well if there's no big broken problems with it. Now, if they do find something, you're probably going to have to, chalk that up. So that's what I'll say about that. But I do think that there's a chance that this can go back up. And if it does, me personally, I would be planning for my exit. Very, very, I would focus on that.
Yeah, I don't see this going back up. I see this kind of maybe going down further here. These guys made so much money off this. I mean, you could see now, where it came out in the beginning was $1.30, and we're back to pretty much $1.60. So we're right there where it actually started from. So yeah, maybe it doesn't get dumped any further. I don't know. But the people who pushed this thing up pretty high were, not the best intentions, right? And we do know that some of them made millions of dollars off this, and they sold at the top because it was a very coordinated plan, in my opinion. So
yeah, and there's miners that mine this every day, right? So if they see a cascade of sell off, then they have a strategy in DC, selling every day, some of these miners, and they see something wrong or broken with the something's off, right? This guy came out of 11-year slumber and he was a huge whale. They're going to dump as that's going down as well, as much as they can, in my opinion. I could be wrong there, but that's what I would think their perception would be. But we got to kind of wait and see, right? Because like, look, Bells also has sold down and stuff. I think it's just like there's a lot of like information that I think every person that's listening right now needs to go and do their own research on too. Like there's more information I need to research on too. Like when was the chain restarted? How far back did they go? How many people did they cut out? They obviously probably missed somebody, right? in terms of that, what is it? What does that look like for the future? Those kind of questions that I still have for myself in general.
Yep. So, I mean, obviously everything in the space is risky. Some things are more riskier than others, but you're right though. Bell's coin has suffered, a big loss since it started anyway. But for us, it's definitely buying opportunities. I just don't know if this is one. It could be. I could be completely wrong. We could see this thing could just, take off from here. It could, but who knows? Who knows? $74 million market cap. That was the thing that's I stared at and was like, nah, not getting in that. So especially because Bell's has that tokenomics that's in its favor, right? With the two halvings, the next one being in June.
Yeah, and that was the one thing that kind of Lucky had over Bell's head was the market cap and the price action. There was this like immature feud, and I would say that from both sides. And like now with both being down, you're looking at a $30 million market cap with Bell's and a 19 with Lucky, it was just such a big pullback. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. Is that it? Is that our last topic there?
That's everything. Yep.
Awesome. Well, 344 people listening in on a Friday. And we appreciate each and every one of you guys listening in, and we hope that you guys definitely took something, at least one thing from the show today and learned, because there's a lot of good stuff I think in there. If you are catching the end of this, rewind, watch the show back, because we did a lot of alpha dropping, I think, in terms of like airdrop hunting and stuff like that. And if you guys do have some extra time, we would love if you could check out our partners. Emblem Vault is the interoperability tool for Bitcoin Layer 1 assets, more specifically Ordinals to start off with. They're going to have that jump feature, which is a part of the lit protocol. So you're going to be able to, jump your puppet to Merlin. I'm excited about that because there's going to be a project that they're going to partner with that is going to be very, very exciting to interact with. Also, their AI wallet agents, guys, they're doing a lot right now. And then they're vaulting for their emblem keys, which is their rune. You can learn more about them at emblem.vision. And then BetBTC is the predictions market of the Bitcoin ecosystem. They utilize ICP and Bitcoin technology for you guys to be able to place bets on their marketplace. You can utilize your Xverse wallet and just deposit directly to their platform with 6 Bitcoin block confirmations, and you can start placing your bets right away. Make sure you guys are creating an account, being active on there so you can earn points for their future airdrop of their rune. Their create your own markets should be out in early Q1. We'll update you guys as we get information on that. You can learn more about these guys at betbtc.win. Amazing team there. And BitPerp, the perpetual leverage DEX of the Bitcoin ecosystem. They do have a paper trading competition that's planned for January 2nd. Sorry if there was some mixed information on that, but they had to work with Botonics with the faucet there, and it should be January 2nd. If anything changes, we'll update you on that. You have a chance to win 10,000 USDT. I believe that's still the prize, or 50,000 BTP. And then, just interacting on their platform, on their testnet, you actually win a raffle if you're using a new address there. You can learn more about these guys at bitperp.io. And Fluid Tokens, they are the UTXO wizard devs. I'm going to keep calling them that because they always surprise me with something new. They were the first to offer Bitcoin Layer 1 staking retail vaults, guys. If you're a founder of an Ordinal collection, or you etched a rune or deployed a BRC20 and you want your holders to be able to stake those assets to earn something, reach out to Raul from Fluid Tokens. If you can't get in contact with them, reach out to us. We'll get you guys hooked up with them and you guys can set that up. They also have a DEX swap for runes as well, and they're going to be building a bridge from Cardano to Bitcoin and vice versa. So you can learn more about Fluid at fluidtokens.com, and you can click on the Bitcoin side for the Bitcoin information there. And then Merlin Chain, your #1 scaling solution for Bitcoin native L1 assets and protocols. If you're a builder on Bitcoin Layer 1 and you want your protocol to be a little bit more flexible, then reach out to Merlin Chain's team as they have builder grants. It's not impossible. A couple of our partners got the grant, and so all you got to do is apply, and they will hook you up. They have amazing builder support there. Also, if you're a retail user and you want something more, you might be more familiar to something on like, Uniswap from the EVM side of things, you can go to merlinswap.org and swap for the dog go to the moon rune, right? Very fast. Liquidity pools exist there. So check those guys out at merlinchain.io. I believe it's .io. And then our integrated partners, Foxy, building the metaverse on Bitcoin Layer 1 called the Bitverse. And then also their first-person shooter game, Clan Wars. And then their bit miners. You can actually earn digital assets, mine them with their bit miners. You can mint one at mscribe. And then lastly, but not least, is Ordinal Hive, the aggregator marketplace where you're going to be able to find the cheapest ordinals around. They aggregate them from all the marketplaces. They're on Bitcoin Layer 1, but also on Layer 2 on Merlin Chain. Also, they're going to have their mempool feature, which you're going to be able to find out exactly what's being bought, what's being minted, all those hot things. So it's going to give you an upper hand, in my opinion. We thank you so much for checking out our partners on this lovely Friday.
Yep. Great job, man. Let's dig into a little bit of ordinalrevolution.com. If you guys have a few minutes, check us out over here. Brand new article just out. AI agents enter the Bitcoin ecosystem, how Emblem and Cypher Genesis are pioneering innovation. So definitely check out this article. Absolutely amazing. Check this out. But we have plenty of articles too. If you know someone just entering the space, send them our website. We really feel like it can help them get started and code up to where we are today. If you guys need a VPN, we have the best VPN. I'm using it right now, NordVPN. So definitely check out here, 70% off coupon. If you're not using Nord, use something else. Don't be traveling the webs without a VPN, guys. It is not the website that is stopping you from using. It's not your country that's stopping you from using the site. It is the website. Sorry, I'm all over the place with that one. But definitely get a VPN right here at ordinalrevolution.com. If you guys need tickets to Bitcoin 2025 Las Vegas, we have the #1 place to get it, because you guys get that discount over here at Bitcoin 2025 Las Vegas. We'll both be there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be awesome. Everyone's going to feel really rich in May, so you definitely want to get tickets this year. Don't wait till next year. The prices go up every single Friday. If you guys need some merch for that event or any event, we have the best merch. Or even if you want to lay around in a hoodie, we have some of the best hoodies here. Click our store tab, and I'll take you to our Shopify, and we have hats, hoodies, school bags, and much, much more. Click the hoodies. They're my favorite. We have so many really good ones here, guys. And yeah, enjoy the amazing designs. It's all done through a third party. We did not see your name, your address, none of that. It's all done through them. So look out for our merch, guys. And we are live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, and 4 p.m. UTC. Check us out all week, guys. And until Monday.
Peace.
We OG, or no OG. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Runes is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit found fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.